Let's talk about confidence, unshakable confidence. In this video, I want to share with you 3 magic ingredients that will give you this unbreakable, unshakable confidence of a goddess. Hi, I'm Natalia. I'm a coach for people who are ready to burn the rule book and build the life they want. All right, so what are those magic ingredients of unshakable, unbreakable confidence? I like to take a wholesome approach. So, ingredient number 1 is the body. And very simple, right? Have you seen the bodies of people with low confidence? Usually their shoulders are slouching backwards and their posture is all down. If we simply open the shoulders and open our chest, just sitting nice and tall or standing nice and tall, we already can feel more more confidence in us, right? And there are studies, of course, about, the Superman pose for 2 minutes, and that will help. And it's true, it does help. People try, like research shows that it works. I have recorded actually a separate video for strengthening your confidence muscles. It's just this upper back area of the body that helps you to open the shoulders and strengthen these muscles as well. So you can actually, by default, have this open chest, open shoulders, and strong, straight back. So you don't have to just, when you have a project, go and do 2 minutes, which you can still, but that exercises will help you. So that was magic ingredient number 2. Work on your posture. It's very important, but I'm here to say posture is not enough. And mindset is also very, very important because confidence, what is confidence? Confidence, by definition from the dictionary, is ability to trust ourselves, right? Confidence, confidence is the trust in our own abilities to handle whatever comes our way. And we all, at some point in our life, when we were born, had confidence. I've never seen a baby who would be not confident. All the babies who I've ever met or heard of, they all will say, or obviously not verbally, they will communicate their needs with confidence. When they're hungry, when they need something, they will let everybody know. Confidence gets shattered when we're little. At some point in our, well, little or adult, we all have probably a memory. If you don't have a memory, then you were too young to remember. But it's when shame gets introduced into our life, that's what crushes our confidence. So, and the mindset I want to talk to you about is, how do we develop trust in ourselves? What builds trust? And according to Dalai Lama, trust is built with another person by genuine concern for other person's well-being. And in this case, other person is us. If I want to be confident in myself, if I want to trust myself, I need to be genuinely concerned about my own well-being. What does it mean? So let's say I go somewhere, I don't know, ask for a raise at work, right? I don't have a job anymore, but I go and ask for a raise. I did have a job before. For many years. I worked in the corporate world, so I know how that works. And so I'm going in, I ask my boss for a raise, and then I get a no. I have 3 choices. Well, I have many choices, but I can, when I was said no, I can think I'm such a loser. And that is not having my own back. This is not being kind to myself. This is shaming myself, and calling myself a loser is not having my own back. Tell me why I'm wrong, right? Would you say this to your friend, to your best friend who you love dearly? If somebody went to their boss, asked for a raise, and they said no, would you say, oh, you're such a loser? You wouldn't. You would say, oh, you totally deserve a raise. You would have trust in them. So, do you have trust in yourself? The other option would be, oh, my boss is so awful. I'm so good, the boss is awful. Um, but you still probably not feel good with that. And what that does, it's kind of a victim mindset, right? You become a victim, the boss is perpetrator, and hopefully there's some savior somewhere. So this is psychological term, right? Victim versus perpetrator. My boss didn't give me a raise, therefore I'm a victim, and boss is perpetrator. But there's another way. There's another way. If we flip and stop being a victim and we get into creator mindset, we suddenly have options. We suddenly feel, oh, wait a minute, okay, what can I do with all of that? Okay, my boss didn't give me a raise, but I think I'm pretty darn good. Maybe I will go and actually put a really good file together of why am I so good and why I deserve the raise. Or I can go and find another job with better money and show them how great I am. Or I can start my own business. Or I can do so many things. When we're in this creator mindset, the options are unlimited. We suddenly become creators and we start doing our own thing, right? And that brings me to one more thing. In this creator mindset, not only you can go and do all these things, you also can think a thought that will change everything. You can think, oh, this was a no. That means something much better is waiting for me right around the corner. And this is trust not only in you, but it's also trust in life, trust in the universe, trust in maybe higher power, trust in spirit, trust in whatever it is you trust, you get to connect with that. And that is magic. Just this little shift from I am such a loser to, oh, you know what? I didn't quite get what I wanted, but I know that's because something better is waiting for me. So these are the magic ingredients for the body, the mind, and the spirit. But I have more for you. About making mistakes. Let's say you did something, a project at school, and you made a mistake. What do you say to yourself? Being kind to yourself is step number one, of course. But then there's also identity shift. If you say to yourself, again, I'm such a loser, I failed, that becomes, obviously, shame comes out of this statement. But what if, just for a moment, what if you thought, I am what I am, regardless of the results of my action? I am what I am without any attachment to the results of my actions or non-actions. And that comes from me living my life. There was a point in my life when I was getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning for a couple years straight to go practice Ashtanga yoga here in my town. And the only thought that got me up that early at 5 a.m., I didn't have any other time to go. I had a small child, she was still a toddler, etc. And the only time for me to go was get up at 5 and be at the studio for 6. And the thought that got me up every morning was, the winner is the person who tried one more time. And I want to give a credit, but I don't know who came up with that thought. I forgot. I just forgot. But think about it. The winner is the person who got up, who tried one more time. And that kept me going. And I didn't know yet why it kept me going. It just kept me going because I just like, well, I'm just going to go. And the winner in this case, there's this dynamics, right? Duality, winner and loser. But what I want you to do, I actually want you to detach from these labels of winner and loser. What if you are not your thoughts, you're not your action, and you're not, right? You are the one who catching the thoughts, doing the things, but you're not that. You're also not your emotions. Emotions are messages to you about the outside world. What if you are a being that cannot be characterized by results of your actions? What if you're not a loser or a winner? You can be anything you can be. You get to decide. And when you stop talking to yourself in a way like, oh, I'm a loser or I'm a winner, and you're just going to become a person who's saying, oh, I tried this and it didn't work out, and I'm going to try again or not, but it doesn't mean anything about me, good or bad. Once you get to detach from this label, your confidence will be unshakable. Once you detach your identity from your actions and the results of your action, your confidence will be unshakable. All right. Uh, this is all for me for right now. I'm Coach Natalia. I'm coach for people who are ready to break the rule book and build the life of their dreams. Have a great, great, great time with yourself. Be confident. I wish you well.